Hi, my name is Vinay Bharadwaj. I'm a physician and I work with Grow. So in this video we're going to talk a little bit about what a low-carb diet is or what a low-carb lifestyle is. First of all, I don't believe in dieting. Whatever changes that you make with this plan are things that have to follow you for the rest of your life. So we like to talk in terms of lifestyle. But the main components of the diet or the lifestyle changes that you're making revolve around how much sugar that you eat and what kind of sugars that you eat. So I think it's a good time to talk a little bit about the basics of the different kinds of carbohydrates that are present in your diet. All sugars, all carbohydrates, are broken down into certain classes depending on their complexity. Simple sugars are sugars you may have heard of, like glucose or lactose, the sugar in milk, or sucrose, the sugar that's on your table, in your table sugar. Those are simple sugars. The molecules are very small and they get absorbed into your gut very quickly. They're the ones that spike your insulin levels the highest and kind of add to the insulin resistance problem. There are other kinds of sugars though. You have your complex carbohydrates. Alright? Those, they have odd names like maltose and raffinose and things like that, but they're actually healthier for you. They may not be as sweet, but they break down very slowly and they get absorbed very slowly, limiting the amount of insulin that you're releasing and the spike of insulin in your bloodstream. So complex carbohydrates are probably the better kind of carbohydrates, and those are what we focus on helping you have. Finally, there are other kinds of carbs. There are dietary fibers, soluble and insoluble. Those actually don't spike your insulin at all. Even though they are carbohydrates, they're not broken down by your body. It's always good to get fiber, and one of the main things in this diet is that we are giving you more fiber than the average Indian gets to eat in a day, and that has been shown to help people lose weight as well. Finally, there's starch. When you take all these sugar molecules and all these lactose molecules and all these complex carbohydrates and you stick them together and you try and store them in the body, you get something called starch. Potatoes do it. They're very starchy vegetables. So this is a very, very big chunk of sugar, and we avoid starch as much as possible on the diet. What you're going to notice is that in all of the meals that we're giving you, we're limiting the amount of simple sugar to about 4 to 5 grams, and we try to limit the total amount of carbohydrate that you're getting, minus the fiber, just the total amount of digestible carbohydrate, to about 50 grams a day. So on this diet, you're going to be eating a lot less sugar in general, and what you're going to notice is that over time, you don't need it as much. At first, it's kind of tough. There's something called carb withdrawal that I'll talk about in the next video. But at first, it's kind of tough, but eventually, it becomes a lot easier and it becomes a lifestyle change. So, thanks.